Hi, welcome to Voices of Somerville. I'm Sonja Darai, part of the Office of Somerville Commissions in the Department of Health and Human Services. So I'm glad you joined our show. We have a great one today. I'm with my fabulous co-workers from Viva, the wonderful language liaisons. And just so I remember everyone's names, because I just know them as wonderful people, we have Adrianna Fernandes, who is our Portuguese language expert. We have Irma Flores, who is our Spanish language liaison expert. And we have Jhenny Surin, who is our Haitian Creole language expert. And they come with a lot more resources than just their languages. They come in with so much community, expertise, outreach, and connecting ability that they really help Somerville connect into the community. So sit back and enjoy the show. We're going to talk to them about what their program is, how they help our community become the vibrant place to live, work, raise a family, and grow old together. So let's get started. I'll start with Jhenny and say, Jhenny, tell me a little bit about the Viva program. Like, when did it start?
This is a better question for Adrianna because she's been there the longest, and I was hired as of February 2014, and the Viva started around 2013. So I'm going to shoot to Adrianna so she can tell you more about that.
Sounds very good.
Sure.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to let people know about what Viva means. Viva means celebrate your city, live your city. Then we started as a pilot program, and about two years and a half ago, Irma and we were invited to come to the city of Somerville. We used to work for the Somerville Public Schools as language liaisons. And then we started here with 8 hours per week. First, serving people, the immigrant communities, to listen to them, their needs. And then 3 months later, they invited us to start working as a part-time. We got a part-time job here to take care of our immigrant communities, the Portuguese speakers, Spanish speakers. And finally, last year, based on the huge demand, we started working as full-time employees for the city of Somerville, which is a pleasure. We've been learning a lot from the immigrant communities, from their needs, and besides informing our communities about the city's services, we've been engaging these communities to the city. It's the most important thing we've been doing like every day.
I would like to add, part of our job is, like Adrianna said before, engage the community. At the same time, we want to our community be part of this wonderful city. So I think the mayor has that commitment, and he is pretty strong about that, and that's why we decide, or personally I decide to work and see how the Latino community can get more involved and participate. So I think this is a really good program, and we have been talking with other cities, and they would like to have something like that in other cities, because we got phone calls from people outside the Somerville, and they ask us if the city where they live, they have a similar program. Unfortunately, not all the cities have it, but I think it's a really good resource, especially for the immigrants community.
And Jhenny, we're talking about we're bringing people into the services. What are some of the services that you have been finding have been a great fit for the immigrant community that you're plugging people into?
Definitely connecting the immigrant community to the resources within their community is very important. A large part of our job is informing the community of what's out there and letting people know for human rights questions, they can come to Sonja. For housing questions, if they have lead in their houses, they can go to Vicky. And if they have an issue with homelessness, they can go to CAS or the Homeless Coalition. So not only do we connect the communities to our city departments, to the assessor's office, so they can know what abatements are available for their houses, we connect them to the Welcome Project, if they need ESOL classes or if they have any questions. about immigration or anything they can find within their communities.
And I know that it's been a lot of experiences. It's been 2.5 years. So, and you've gone from a pilot to now 3 full-time people doing service, referral, and creating events. So I've been to a few of the events. So tell me a little bit about the events. What events have you organized in the last 2 years?
We've been organizing community meetings with the mayor and city departments. We've been organizing festivals. We're going to have the Haitian Brazil festival next Sunday on 18th, and everybody is invited to come to celebrate our diversity. And we've been promoting all kind of meetings. Sometimes we invite people to come, and sometimes we go where they are. We go to churches, ESL classes, because we thought that we could inform people in different ways. We have Facebook pages in Portuguese, English, and Haitian Creole. We have all the material, flyers translated into these languages, but we also know that some people from our immigrant community, they are not able to read or write in their own language. Then we go where they are to inform and to talk to them personally about the city's services. Then we've been trying to connect with people in alternative and different ways. And I think it makes a difference because we have newsletter, we have radio shows, we have a TV show also in our languages. And in this way, we think we've been having more people coming to the city and they can feel they are welcome to Somerville. And we can keep this pretty mosaic of cultures that Somerville is about, right?
Right, exactly. Irma, tell me a little bit about the other services that we try to get people involved in. We have the Resistat meetings and the commissions and ways to invite the immigrant community to help our government become a greater service provider.
Yes, besides festivals, the information piece, the language barrier, we're trying to get the community, the immigrant community, to be involved in that process, in the political process, how they think. We have community meeting for Lincoln Park. So we know Latino immigrants are using that park, but what they would like to see in that park, because they will remodelate the park, but we want to hear from them, from the Portuguese community, for the Brazilian community, for the Haitian community. So that is part of our job, to get that level of involvement of the immigrant community and the different processes that city has. So like recently, Union Square. So we are wondering how we can engage the community in that process, which will affect many communities. The wayside, probably not too good, but they need to be part of this process.
Right. And Jhenny, I know you were at the Union Square meetings because I was there with the Nepali community, you were there with the Asian Creole speaking community. We were all there with Portuguese and Spanish. So we really did pull out all the stops to get the community there. How are you finding people's reaction when we bring them into something that it's so foreign, like it's a community meeting with like Post-it notes and different room spaces? How are they experiencing it?
You're right. Sometimes I think it's a novel idea for the immigrant population, but they're happy that they are able to participate in the process. Maybe at home, the local governments would not hear them like we do here in Somerville. So although it's novel, it's a new idea, but people adapt and people give their ideas, and they let us know how we should be running the city and how we should be shaping government to meet their needs. Yeah. So I think it's exciting for them.
Yeah, I think for the Nepali community, my experience seemed that the format was a little bit more to their way of communicating, which was around tables and and communicating really in a dialogue. And I just wonder how maybe the people who have not been not had the opportunity to experience immigration, they're from here, and this is a whole new way of governing anyway, right, with post-it notes and things like that. So
and I think it's really important because that way we can get the immigrant community integrate in this society.
right.
Is the best we want for them.
Right.
So I think that kind of process will help us
Right.
to get to that point.
Right.
too.
To have a process that is utilizing the ways of communication that everyone feels maybe is more comfortable, and then also to have the people get to help the government adapt to all of us, and not just for one group of people.
I just want to give you some advance. We will have another multicultural meeting on December 5th.
Oh, okay.
So that will be great. We'll be at the Adrianna school, so around Union Square. And I think it will be good if we can get more people involved.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So
Because
that's a
that
few
was
months
a-
away, so
yeah,
we'll be able to
yeah.
really get the word out,
Sure.
let people know, put it on their calendars, December 5th at the Argenziano. And how do we communicate with people when we want them to know about our events and things like that? I know we have a lot of different ways. We have verbal, but
We have the Facebook page.
Yes, Summer
We have
Viva.
emails. We using the CTY now
Yeah.
also to involve now the immigrant community. They are having and receiving notes and messages in their own language, which
Right.
makes a difference for
The
them.
schools, too.
We started
Yep.
doing that.
Yep.
And also, I'd like to add that the way people, I'm talking about the multicultural meetings, the way they sit together closer to each other, it makes a difference for our communities. And also, even for the ones that are able to speak English, it makes a difference when they can communicate in their own language.
Right.
And in some meetings, the mayor and board of aldermen, the authorities, they are the ones that are wearing the headsets.
Right.
Then for them, they feel
get to
so
experience that.
special that they can communicate in their own language, and we have interpreters for the
Right.
authorities. Then.
that's how much of an experience is that for our officials to really have that chance, And so what I was interested in knowing, like maybe some story that you can not with the details, but things that you're finding that in the time that you've been here, you're almost here for 2 years now, that you were really glad that there was someone like you giving a service to the community. Do you have like one good experience that you were like, this was great. I'm so glad that this made this work.
At Summer Viva, every day is a different experience. Every day is a new day. We meet new people every day. And I'm really proud to be able to serve the Haitian community every day, because somebody asked me a question about where I can find employment, and I connect them to Somerville Community Corporation's job program, where somebody has an issue with homelessness, and I connect them with CAS or SCC, or somebody has a question about a festival, I can connect them to the arts department, or somebody wants a grant, somebody's an artist and wants to do X, Y, and Z, and so I can connect them to the arts department.
And small business.
And small
I know
businesses, definitely.
They've been very interested in reaching out to support the small business owners, and they seem so open.
Definitely, especially in terms of parking. We have everyone who's willing to listen to them and come up with a solution for the community, with the community.
Like Highland Cafe.
Definitely.
Right.
And so it's been a privilege to work here and to be a liaison between the city and to the community.
That's really
Yeah.
good. And
I have a pretty story
Good.
to share.
Tell us
I've
the
been
story.
telling this
Yeah.
story because we've been presenting in Summer Viva at Tufts, at Harvard, and then I've been sharing this story, and I'd like to share with you. There's a gentleman called Senhor Antonio. He came to talk to me. He walked in and he said, Adrianna, I'd like to talk to the mayor because I met him at the church in a community meeting. And I said, the mayor has been busy right now. Can I help you? He said, okay, I'm going to try. I need a piece of land to plant. And I said, what would you like to plant? Then he said, actually, I've been planting giló. Giló is a vegetable from Brazil, especially from Minas Gerais, that area in Brazil. And most of the Brazilians, they come from Minas Gerais. And he said, I've been planting in my room. I rent a room. And he showed me pictures and said, I've been moving the plants like during the day, but I need a piece of land. Then I said, something new, because every day we have something new to deal with and to help people and give them alternatives. And then I called Luisa from Public Gardens, and Luisa said, Adrianna, you're kidding. I've been looking for somebody who plants giló for a while because we need gilós for our mobile markets. I said, really? Then please come down, let's talk to Sr. Antonio. Then Sr. Antonio started working with Luisa and with some Tufts students. Sr. Antonio is not able to write and read in Portuguese. He's not able to speak English, but he was teaching the students from Tufts how to plant giló.
Wow.
Then Sr. Antonio felt so integrated to the city and to this program that now he got famous. He is on papers, and gilós are available at mobile markets. When I posted on the Facebook page in Portuguese, we're gonna have giló at mobile market, we got lots of people coming and interacting. Adrianna, where? What time? And then this is just an example about something that sometimes we think we know what we have, what's the best alternative for our community, but we don't know. We're here to learn. And also Antonio said, Adrianna, I need to learn English to deal with the students and to to improve my skills. And I said, so Antonio, I'd like to teach you how to write and read in Portuguese. Then he said, could I skip this this level? I'd like to know everything about English right now. Then the student said, so Antonio, we're gonna teach you how to speak English. And I already talked to the priest of St. Anthony Church for us to have a class for adult education. Then we started with gilós, and also Antonio is willing to go to and participate in the ESL classes at the schools. Then that's the way it is. They come looking for houses, then they start talking about their lives, and then when we see, we are redirecting these people to different programs. Talking about the business assistants, the small business assistants, we work with some business owners at Medford Street. It was the same. We started with consultants and everything about business. Then now they're participating in ESL classes. Their kids are more involved with the community too. Then that's something that tells about Summer Viva.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we really want to do, is to find a need and fill it. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're finding through the Summer Viva. And so it's very nice.
And our communities have some similarities, but at the same time, they are different.
Right.
So, but we just concluded, okay, everyone's have some needs, and we try to help them to navigate in the system, to navigate in the school system, the government. So, what kind of services they can apply? Right. So it's kind of the same, but it's different.
Right, exactly. I know for the Nepali community, to encourage them to ask for things that they want. So if they're finding that their senior citizens are needing some type of service, well, we have the Council on Aging, and then you take what you need, and then you communicate and you find something that's new, right? And in this case, you're able to see a need and be able to make all these connections. And then the beauty of it is to try to find ways that we can even create something that's new that helps to really serve a lot of people. And it's great for the mobile market when we have new.
And we've been working with stakeholders too. We have meetings with them. Now we have a partnership with the Brazilian consulate, because we have many people without a valid document. Then the mayor approved having not just people from Somerville, but from different cities to come and to register to vote, because without the registration, in Brazil we must vote. If you don't register to vote, we're not able to have your passport renewed.
Oh.
And then now we've been having like people, we had a partnership, we have a partnership with MAPS too, Massachusetts Alliance of Portuguese Speakers. We are working with them at the Brazilian consulate, and the city of Somerville is sponsoring all the mobile consulates on Thursdays.
Oh.
Then we're helping people to renew their passports and have a valid document, because without a valid document they cannot apply for many benefits.
So many
with it,
things,
yeah.
right? Exactly. It really kind of holds things up, but you're helping them to just do a service that probably for the average person to try to find all the fences that you need to jump over to get to this and to get to that. It's overwhelming in today's really busy.
Yeah.
Because they are families who are working more than one job. So
Right.
probably they don't have the time, they don't have the right information. So I think it's a really good services.
Yeah.
And I would like to share October 27, we will have a Latino open house, which I think will be great because we want to show the Somerville community what it means to be a Latino living in Somerville. So will be an open house, photo exhibition, we will have music, Latin music, and I think that can give us an idea what does mean be a Latino in Somerville.
In Somerville.
Because many people has that concept, we are here just taking benefits, and no, we have wonderful people who's working, who have a career here. So we want to show what is to be a Latino in Somerville. So everyone is invited.
That's
to that.
lovely. Will we have teens presenting anything?
No,
Not this
yet.
time.
Not
So I know
this
they do
time.
fabulous stuff over at Multicultural Days
Yeah.
in the high school.
The high school, yeah.
And they sure are a contributing force to the whole community in the schools.
Yeah. Maybe next time we can do something
Yeah.
together. But this is the first time. They have a wonderful Brazilian and Haitian festival,
Right.
and I was like, okay, maybe I can do something a little bit different. So, but the goal is to promote the immigrant community.
Right. And what I've appreciated about Summer Viva, Jhenny, is that we've really collaborated together to help to recruit commissioners, to get new appointees to the Human Rights, the Multicultural Affairs, and the Women's Commission. I know that we talk to many, many different people. We give them the information about it, and then so there's many people that are informed, and the few that do get to the step where they want to apply. And so we've been getting Haitian members onto the commission. I have a new Brazilian person coming in, so I'm very excited about that. And I think that that's the really great partnership that I've enjoyed with Summer Viva, is to help to educate about rights, because everyone needs to know their rights. That's like more than first aid. So learn your rights, then first aid, and all the things you need to know. And so what would you say are some of the conversations that you've had with people around, like telling them what a commissioner is? I'm curious to know.
I usually reference them to you or bring you
That's true.
to their
We have a
stores, or
conversation.
yeah, definitely. And I basically let them know this is an opportunity to participate and to be a part of the city and to play a bigger role than being a resident or a business owner. This is an opportunity for you to help inform people about their rights and to just continue the process of community engagement in that sense.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's
it's been
my
really
experience.
great. It's been a great opportunity to work our programs together, and I've enjoyed going to the Haitian community churches events, and to go out to the different events that we have for Summer Viva and the community. We'll be having the Multicultural Affairs meeting in November, so you'll have October 27, which is Latino Day. Right? And then we have in November, we'll have the Multicultural Affairs Commission and the Human Rights Commission and the Women's Commission, so people will still have things to do. And then we have December 5th at Argenziano. What time is that?
I think we are planning to 10 to 12.
10 to 12, so right in that morning spot.
Yeah.
And then Martin Luther King Jr. Day is in January, and that is a very multicultural extravaganza with Brazilian drum master Marcos Santos, who is secured for this year. And so we have a lot of community events coming in. So we try to serve, right, and bring people in to do more than what we have been doing. So we have like 2 minutes left. So what thing can we tell people about Summer Viva that they'd be thrilled to know more about? Tell one more thing.
Yeah, I'd like to invite people, non-immigrants, to appreciate what the immigrants have to share. And I think it's something that happens frequently in Somerville, but the ones that didn't have a chance to, we are inviting them to come. And even if they'd like to come to our office to see how it works every day, I think they would have fun.
That we have fun. That's very true. And I think that's not just like Latino Day is going to be such a big festival for everyone, and food I'm sure is going to be involved. You can't have a Latino Day without some food, I think.
And music.
Food and music. Well, and did I hear dancing?
No, just Latin jazz. Yeah.
That's going to be wonderful. That's going to be amazing. And so in Somerville, we have a lot to offer, and we encourage the immigrant community to engage, find out the services, help the language liaisons to find out what more we could be doing, because the community our city is very open to, well, what do you need? And then let's be creative and try something new. Do you have a final thought?
No, we'd like to just invite the immigrants and the non-immigrants so we can exchange ideas, converse, and just think about how we can continue to keep the city great.
That's wonderful.
And the beautiful mosaic that it is, in Adrianna's words.
I grew up with it being a stew with all the different vegetables, a quilt, and mosaic. We have all the different kinds of things, but they're all beautiful. And so, well, thank you so much for joining us here at our program of Voices of Somerville. I really appreciate you taking time out from your very busy day. I can tell you that they're very, very busy, and it doesn't just stop 9 to 5 in the work day. It goes to the evenings and the weekends as well. So we're grateful for having the Summer Viva program and the language liaisons that help all of us improve our services and to the community. So thank you for joining us. We had an amazing crew from communications to help us put this together. So we had Steve, and I think Joe was back there as well helping, and Chelsea as well. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you have any questions about commissions, remember we are recruiting for the Human Rights, the Multicultural Affairs Commission, and the Women's Commission, and there's other commissions as well. So please call us and let us know what you're interested in. So thanks for joining us. Bye.